who is in the new movie God's Not Dead, A Light in Darkness, which I want to talk about in 1 minute. But can we just talk about Me Too, the Me Too movement? Because you've been very open about, you say that when you were age 6, you were molested by a family friend, that later in life you were molested by your father, you claim his drug dealer, and that he kept that person in his life and suggested you had asked for it. We've reached out to Ryan O'Neal. He hasn't responded. But you have suffered abuse. And I know you've said that the Roy Moore situation brought up some of that for you. How so?
If you've been molested, the idea that someone would be given a free pass who has allegedly tried to date, disrobe little girls, you have a little girl, like the idea that my daughter would be touched at 11 or 12 or 13 makes me sick. Yeah, I think it's something that you do, you do therapy and you do the work and you hopefully, get stronger, but it lives with you. Going with my dad, my dad is not he's not doing that well. So I want to say to my dad, if you're watching this, I love you. I've always loved you, and forgiveness is the best policy.
Wow. That's extraordinary, given, your well-documented tumult with him.
Yeah. Because I did the second book sort of as an ode to trying to kind of get a better relationship with him. And sometimes you're the only one that kind of gets to, by just being forgiving. Mm-hmm. That's
that's the way forward for you. That's what we were talking about with Chrissy.
I don't have to hold on to resentments. I think that's the point, right? I don't want to hold on to anger and resentments. I want to have a free and happy and guilt-free life. Not that I do walk around with a lot of guilt, but
well, I mean
my dad did a lot of good for me, and I have to just respect, his life and his process, and maybe someday he and I will have a moment where we
reconcile.
Yes.
Just to get the audience up to speed, they did not have a good relationship. Tatum alleged in her memoirs that he was abusive towards her, that he abandoned her when she was 16 years old.
He raised me. My mom lost custody of me when I was 6, and he came in, and that's all I dreamed about was just my dad taking me. And then I was being teased in school a lot. I was not well socialized by the time my dad took custody of me, because we were really living in a dilapidated ranch in Northridge, and so it was really quite a blessing. And I just said, he said, well, do you want to be in a movie? And I just said, well, do I not have to go to school? And he said, you don't have to go to school. This was back when you kind of could get away with not going to school on set. And I liked being with the grown-ups, or at least him, because he was funny. And so, for me, I look at the good and I leave the rest.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I know it's taken you a long time to get to that
years
place. And I want to ask you about faith, because this new movie you're in is about faith. God's Not Dead is the title.
That's right.
You play sort of a bad guy in it.
Well, not necessarily, because
a judgy person.
Well, I didn't write it. Okay.
We know you're acting.
Right. I didn't write it. Here's the thing. I am an administrator of a school a public college that has a church on it that's been there for many, many years. There are a lot of controversy around this church, and I have to kind of do what's best for all the students. So they don't really, get into that so much in the film, the backstory. But that's sort of how I saw myself, as not so much the villain, but looking after all the students.
But do you feel like, are you a spiritual person? Are you a person of faith? Because all you've been through, I know you're doing this podcast now with your daughter, which hopefully is going to be
Tatum
publicly
Verbatim,
available.
up in
I
the
love
next-
that. Tatum Verbatim it's called. But do you feel
Up
like
in the next month.
spirituality
I'm learning how.
has helped you get back into Hollywood in this movie, doing a podcast with your daughter, repairing things
100%.
maybe with your dad?
I'm not wearing my diamond cross that Tracy Cunningham, my best friend, gave me, but absolutely. In my times of like where things have been the darkest, and when I was going through my struggles, and it was in the 90s in New York, I didn't have anybody. And John Rightly had the kids, and I remember
John McEnroe, her ex-husband.
Yeah.
That's a whole other chapter.
He's been fine and a good dad. And I got down on my hands and knees and I just prayed, please just get me, just God get me help. I need help. I'm gonna die, I think. And I probably was. And the next day I was on my way to a treatment in Connecticut.
And now you're clean and sober.
Yeah.
God bless, Tatum. All the best. God's not dead.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to tell the audience that this film, God's Not Dead, A Light in the Darkness, is in theaters this Friday. All the best to you and your
And
family.
it's really good.
We'll be right back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.